Test. Oh gosh, it's weird seeing my face up there. It's kind of a weird experience. Am I okay here? You guys see me, hear me over here? I feel like I should just pick up a chair and just sit with everybody, because that's what this is. Welcome, and Dan, thank you so much for the gracious introduction, and just thank you, the volunteers. I was here early, for everyone who helped put this event together, and thank you. I mean, just take a moment and kind of look around the room. From this view, it's really cool to see how many people actually are here. From the back view, you obviously get a different perspective. But this is what this is about, is building a sense of community. And as we're coming from one very high-driven energy circle of the drums, mindfulness meditation specifically is something that's all about the mind and body experience. And as Dan mentioned, I teach, I'm an educator. I've been in the school system for 18 years. So, and with that, teaching physical education. And also bringing yoga programs into the school. These are skills that we have with meditation that are within us. And as adults, we get hardened and we forget what it's like to be human sometimes. Because this adulting thing, is that difficult for anybody? Right, a little bit? So the mind-body connection, before we kind of go into the meditation this evening, is there's no way to do it right. There's no way to do it wrong. It's just a matter of us really connecting to our state of being here, present right now in our bodies. Because it's oftentimes we're not in our bodies. Our bodies might be here, but our minds tend to be somewhere else. Like delayed baggage on an airplane. Has it ever happened to anybody before? Like you're here and you're waiting, you're like, oh yeah, my bags are still in Mexico. Or no, they're in New York. Our minds are the same thing, you guys. Our minds never really catch up to where we are unless we make a cognitive decision to be here. So tonight, it's an invitation to have an experience. We've had an experience thus far, just with mingling, having the food, hearing the music, and it's all done through our senses. And these are doorways to the present moment. Yet, this is our doorway to the now, to be excited, to get that dopamine rush, to feel the oxytocin. No longer is it being outside and actually feeling the sun against our skin, or perhaps just the touch of another, or the smell of the food that we just ate. So tonight is a way that we can start to train ourselves differently. To be here, to be enough within our own skin, not worrying about judgment, just being who we are, returning to this human beingness, not the human doingness that we get caught up in. So I'm going to invite you here to get grounded, and maybe you actually are that person that actually wants to take off your shoes and uncross your legs. And invite yourself in a position that just allows you to be still. Again, this doesn't have to be super formal. You want to be comfortable. If anybody wants to lie down on the floor, we have plenty of space as well. So we can get not too comfortable. We got a long night ahead of us. But we'll just begin, and just by looking around. I asked you earlier to look around the room and and just look at each other, but take this space in just as it is. And instead of looking at things in terms of, oh gosh, these walls should be painted blue and this would look so much better over there, look at it just in terms of shapes, colors, just noticing. And then inviting you here to draw your attention now into sound. And then from this place, perhaps closing your eyes, if that's comfortable, and if it's not, no problem. And inviting yourself just to listen. A listening that begins when perhaps there is a sense of silence. We get silent to listen. And even though there'll be distractions going on, allowing it to be part of your overall experience. Bringing your attention now just in towards the fact that you're breathing. Just noticing your breath here. Noticing where it is that you can feel your breath the most. It's through the nostrils, maybe through the mouth, in the chest, perhaps in the belly. And if there's any kind of difficulty sensing breath, then take a fuller breath just to feel it through the entire body here. And as you feel this wave of breath traveling through your body, noticing it's happening quick or slow. If there's a questioning, am I doing this right? Or how much longer is this going to last? Just noticing that breath is happening and that breath is enough. And directing your attention now here down and towards your feet. Feeling what your feet are coming in contact with. Noticing if the shoes are on your feet or any skins exposed. And bringing your attention now into the legs and your seat. And just sensing your spine. And then noticing as you feel the spine grow, the head just resting on top of the shoulders. Begin to soften the face and the eyes. And just bringing your attention now back into the center of the chest. This place where there's a heartbeat. You might even feel this beat of your own heart. And being reminded this is what we come from. This place of our heartbeat that connects each and every one of us. Uniting us here together in this plane of connection, just as beings who do too much. So reminding us that this is a service of self-care, to be present, to return to our human beingness. And taking a moment here just to take another breath, to take it in. It's an experience of just training the mind to be connected a little bit more to our hearts. Perhaps even placing a hand on the heart just to make sure that we know that it's there, and we know what it stands for and beats for. And encouraging you to take this practice to something that you do every day. Maybe it's brushing the teeth and just being aware of what it's like to be in your body. To be driving in traffic and actually be driving in traffic and not, being upset with the person who just cut us off, but just being here, driving, being a part of the experience. That is mindfulness, that is meditation. That is our way to be human again. Thank you so much.